Since we don't want to get caught, we plan ahead, are we crazy or what? We plan ahead, are we crazy or what?
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and this is the Dehydrating eCourse by Self-Reliance School. So what I've done here is I have a bowl here that has a whole onion. Then I have 1 cup of onion I measured out, and then I have 1 tablespoon. So what I'm going to do is, these are ready to be dehydrated. I've already chopped them. So I'm going to take my tray and I'm going to put the 1 tablespoon on this tray. And that's the only thing I'm going to put on this tray. Then I'm going to record it here. I'm going to put this in the 2nd slot because a couple hours later, for me especially, I'm not going to remember where I put which measurement. So that's why I made this measurement tray sheet. So I'm going to put on tray 2, I'm going to have 1 tablespoon of onion. So I put that back in there and it's ready to go. Then I'm going to take the next tray and I'm going to put the 1 cup of onion. And that's all I'm going to put on this tray. I'm not going to add any other onion. So on this tray is 1 cup of onion. And I'm going to put it right underneath the tray where I have the 1 tablespoon. And then I'm going to write down here 1 cup of onion. Then I'm going to take the next tray, and I have a whole onion in this bowl. So I'm going to put it on the tray, and I'm lucky here that this fits. So this tray has 1 onion, and that's all it has, and it's ready to be dehydrated. So I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to wipe my hand and then put 1 onion. And I weighed that on a scale like this one here, and that weighs 12.4 ounces. Then I weighed the cup, which is 4.8 ounces, and then I weighed the tablespoon, which is 0.4 ounces or 12 grams. So then, once everything is dehydrated, I'm going to take out my dehydrated onion, and this is the one that had 1 tablespoon. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure it, zero it out. Then I'm going to put my 1 tablespoon, and I have it set to ounces. I go back and forth between grams and ounces, but right now I'm just going to deal in ounces. And this doesn't even register on the scale. So that's the reason that I do 2 units of measure. I do volume and weight. So that does not register at all. So what I'm going to need to do is figure out by volume how much is here. So I'm just going to take a guess. I'm going to try and fill up my teaspoon here and see if it measures out to about a teaspoon. And it does. It fits pretty good as far as dehydrated food can fit. So 1 tablespoon of fresh onion equals 1 teaspoon of dehydrated onion. And so I'm going to record that here on my dehydrating journal. 1 teaspoon equals 1 tablespoon here. So then I'm going to go ahead and take out 1 cup of onion. This is the tray that had 1 cup, and I'm going to weigh it first. So I'm going to zero out my scale, and then I'm going to go ahead and weigh it. Notice how these tray liners can be turned into funnels. Okay, so this does register. So I have 0.5 ounces that I'm going to record here in my journal. But I also want a volume measurement. So I'm going to take a measuring cup and go ahead and measure it. So that's about 1/3 of a cup. It's not completely exact, but it's more or less 1/3 of a cup. So that's what I'm going to record in my journal. So I'm going to record 1/3 cup. So then I'm going to move on to the entire onion. I'm going to put this here. Get a bigger bowl for that. And I'm going to start with weighing it again, zeroing out my scale. And turning it on. And this does register, of course, and it is 1.1 ounce. So I'm going to record that. Then I'm going to get a volume measurement. So I'm just going to put it here in my measuring cup. Try not to spill. Okay, so that's about it here. Okay, so 1 onion equals 3/4 of a cup of dehydrated onion. And so I'm going to record that here. And there you have it. That is how you measure your food before and then after it comes out of the dehydrator. And this will help you know how much dehydrated food to put in your recipes. And I know it sounds and seems like a lot of work, but it's really a great thing to have in your records, because your cooking will go so much faster, and your dehydrating will too, because once you've done it for onions, that's pretty much it. You don't really need to keep doing it unless you change varieties of onions or something of that nature. But it's very helpful and is really the key to cooking with dehydrated food.
We plan ahead, are we crazy or what? We plan ahead, are we crazy or what?